G'day guys, Josh here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So just an FYI guys, I just came back from TwitchCon and I did play the Arcanist for a bit as well. Now, with the new class, the Arcanist is basically Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you just basically send cards out. It's got a lot of RNG associated as well. And it's also got a lot of AoE clear as well with its cards and stuff like that. It's also got a cool attack where it actually goes in to do a quick card attack and then jumps back out again, which is actually I think is quite cool and a unique ability that, many of these classes actually do not have. I think Enforced Execution is probably the nearest thing for it. Now it's got a lot of other things like it's got a typical, Twisted Fate where it just throws cards on a cone. It also does card whirlwind and stuff like that as well. Overall, this will be a very, very good AoE class to AoE grind down enemies and stuff like that as well as doing some single target damage as well. Now, the main specialization with the Arcanist, as well as choosing cards, basically, as soon as you get half your gauge, you're able to pick a card, and you can use two cards at the same time, basically, by using Z or X. And each card gives a different unique ability. Like, for example, Ghost, for example, makes you takes 15% less damage. I think it's three-headed snake makes you do triple auto attack. The next auto attack you do, and various other things like that. Basically, various other little aspects like that. I haven't got all of them as of yet because I didn't get much time to test the Arcanist on beta at TwitchCon. I only tested for a few times overall. But that's what Arcanist is. Arcanist's Awakening that we just discovered is just basically, it's like 6 cards. It's basically like the Striker ult, and it just douches, and then the cards close in on the person like that and whacks them. So that's what the Arcanist is at the moment. I don't see too much hype to Arcanist, given there's a lot of RNG related to Arcanist, so it's not reliable because it's a DPS, which could be a bit of an issue. But overall, most of the DPS kind of line up on Korea, so I expect the Arcanist to kind of line up on Korea. But the variety of its DPS can be very, very high or very, very low, depending on what cards you get. Now, next up, we got the Inferno difficulty. The first one is going to be Valtan Inferno difficulty. I expect this one to be probably cleared pretty quickly, but tuned very, very tightly as well. Also, as well, I've heard that Valtan's counter mechanic is now 5 counters, so you can't fuck up the silences at all. And also, as well, like, if he does a lot more damage, you have to complete the entire thing in one go. I can see a few people going for this, and I could see at the same time some people not going for this. Like, if you, for example, if you're pugging content and trying to get gold as quick as you can, you probably won't be going for this content at all. But if you got a static where you just basically trade out things and stuff like that, you'll definitely be going for this one as well. And if it doesn't reward gold, I don't think many people will go for this one until everything is done, basically. Now, Inferno mode can also be used as practice. Like, if you need to practice certain mechanics at the hardest, hardest threshold, Inferno mode is probably the best for it. Next up, I actually did play a bit of this on the TwitchCon beta as well, which is the Makarov Festival, the Water Pop Arena Festival, which looks actually really, really cool in the beta. I got a few photos up as well, which I did put up on Twitter. And you can follow me on Twitter at Twitter OnlyJoshinTV. You can follow me at Twitch at TwitchTV/OnlyJoshin as well. Now, you got the Water Pop Arena, so basically it's got a YouTube video here that you can play in your own time. You can go on the Lost Ark website to play for it. Basically, it's a water gun mini game, which is kind of like Fall Guys, where the arena shrinks, but you keep getting a water gun to get more points. But obviously, you can't eliminate anyone, so that's pretty cool, basically. It occurs every once to 2 hours, gets rid of the Heartbeat Island questline, which was basically a really, really lazy festival kind of thing, if you want to be real. Okay, it was very, very lazy. Next up, we've got Challenge Abyssal Dungeons to add on to the Challenge Guardian raids. You can probably do Challenge Abyssal Dungeons as well. Now, you can actually do this. I'm not sure if you can do this on every single Abyssal Dungeon. If you can, well, it's going to be more weekly tasks for you guys to do to get those extra artifacts. If it's just one Abyssal Dungeon, which I suspect a challenge Abyssal Dungeon, because, Challenge Guardian raids only, 3 dungeons per week, or 3 Guardians per week, then it'll be pretty good. Like, if you need to farm accessories and, not Guardian Stones, ability stones, stuff like that, this will definitely be the key for it. And also, as well, you can get the honing materials selection pouches as well, which is pretty awesome, actually. Pretty awesome. Which, great. But yeah, so pretty much it's a new weekly activity. I'd probably recommend to keep doing it. Get more accessories, get more honing, get support mats and stuff like that as well. Next up is the new progression updates. They're giving the Punika Powerpass, as they said before, the Arcanist as well, which would basically go from 1302 to 13070. However, you meant to finish Punika, which is basically the entire after quest line about inviting people to the festival. So if you've already done it, you already get the Power Pass. So basically, most people should have the Power Pass already, because if you didn't do the quest after Punika's finished, then you're missing out on a lot of honing mats. Now, you can designate one character between 1300 and 1370, which a lot of people do not have, i.e. me. And you can do the Hyper Express event, which you can get extra rewards for. I reckon you guys should definitely be doing this Hyper Express event, because it's definitely got very good rewards till the end. Much like the Super Express event, which had amazing rewards at the end, where you got like a lot of legendary card packs, high C coins, and stuff like that as well. Now, new alternate characters I get to right now, this is going to be very difficult for me, considering all my characters are 1370 or above. And basically, yeah, you get designated awards like this, even though I don't get any designated awards. And also they fixed as well that the Hyper Express pass as well doesn't get pinged right away. Okay, it doesn't get pinged at all right away, which means if it's above 1370, you can't put it on it. Okay, so just like unlike the Super Express pass. Next up, we got the Mokoko Challenge, which is a new welcome challenge, except it's a bit easier, I suppose. Basically, it's meant to just get for tier 1 and tier 2. So no real updates for anyone in tier 3. Basically, you just get a big fucking buff, as you can see here. If you don't have anyone at 1370, you just get a huge buff, where you just get 20% more damage, 40% less damage. It's just basically easy mode until you get to the higher difficulties. And then you can do special missions, and basically, I'm going to say right now, it's just a speed up event instead of the welcome pass. It's just a speed up event. So if you haven't done your welcome pass by now, well, you missed out. So tough luck. Now, this is where the real meat and potatoes comes in, the big buffs, okay? They are finally adding the Korean catch-up mechanics to this, okay? A lot of people suspected they're going to add it at release, which I said, nah, they're probably not, because what's the point of adding it to release to get everyone on tier 3 right away? So they're finally adding it in now after Super Express event is gone, where basically I'm going to tell you right now is that tier 1 and tier 2 should be very easy to do. Most likely Harmony Shards and Life Shards pouches will go really, really down in price. Basically, I think Honor Shard pouch is going to be more expensive now. Now, also as well, they've also buffed tier 3 early on. So from 1302 gear to 1375 gear, or 1370 gear. So you guys don't know this is mainly for 1302 to 1370. So if you're above that, this won't affect you at all. Now, same thing here as well. So basically, all these parts are basically for 1370. Now, at this part here, this is for everything, okay? This is going to be for anything above. So it's like a huge, huge buff. And if you've accidentally done beyond 1370, or not 1370, but beyond a certain amount, I think it's 1460 on your main, this is going to hurt you a bit, but at the same time, it's going to buff you a bit as well. This actually will probably allow them to release content a lot sooner. A lot of people have been bitching about the content like Hackle Side, so they're not being released a lot sooner, but this will help it out quite considerably, okay? Very, very considerably, because a lot of people are running out of gold, or a lot of people are running out of honing success rate, or honor shards, and this will alleviate all three issues and allow them to release buff shards a bit quicker as well if everyone gets to 1520 and stuff like that, vice versa, for the next content. They've got the new daily login and stuff like that. They will have the old daily login for Netherlands. I'm not sure they have the old daily login for other servers to apply, given the fact that the last patch was only really 20 days, if you guys didn't notice. They also added new preventions, which is basically, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a normal gold selling lockout that they do for gun skins on CSGO. So if you guys be like, oh, this is unbelievable, they've never done this before. They have done this before. They did this in CSGO, where they limited, you can't use bought gold on this XYZ for 3 days later. So simply put, it's only a 3-day alleviation. Buy your gold in advance, plan how you're going to buy your gold of royal crystals. Pretty much it. Sorry. They've added a jukebox of strongholds where you can basically, one thing missing. Essentially, you can play music in your stronghold, which is pretty awesome. And that's amazing. They got new skin updates. You guys can go through the skins in your own time. I just don't want to get done by YouTube for like nudity. And also they got an Arcanist exclusive skin as well. Now, basically they've added in a lot of weapon growth pack, a lot of Arcanist packs and stuff like that as well for the shop for you guys to purchase, which gives you more mats. They also have added power passes with royal crystals. So if you want to buy power passes with real life money, you can do so. This is basically copying the Russian system essentially as well, that you can actually purchase a full Punika pass, which gets you all the other passes all in one. So if you purchase a Northern pass and purchase a Punika pass, it'll be 5,500 regardless of how you do it. So don't stress, okay? A lot of people be like, oh no, I purchased a Northern pass, now Punika, now 6,600. Don't stress. Now, also as well, there's the special card packages as well. There's probably a bit of a change. I'll give you updated as that as well when I get to the Mario store. They've also fixed a few things as well. Most notably is the yoho glitch. If you guys didn't know, I actually put that as undocumented change previously. They fixed the yoho glitch as well. And they also fixed the glitch with Hauger's mana, if you guys are unaware of that as well. So this is basically Werner's mana, or Hauger's mana. Okay, it's actually Werner. Or should be Hauger, actually. But they fixed that. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it with the release note update. Hope you guys enjoyed the new patch. Main change I'm going to say is definitely the honing buffs, and definitely the Valtan Inferno mode, and the Challenge Abyss dungeons. Pretty much making the money is still going to be the same way by getting your tunes to 1370 and then get it up onwards, but it's made a lot easier now for you guys. and you guys should have an easier time playing Lost Ark and grinding your way to the top gear set. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later.